still more. Minister for Food and Agriculture, Dr. Owusu Afriyie-Akoto, wrapped up an 8-day tour of some areas, regions with the promise that Ghana will produce all the rice it consumes by 2024. But with fertilizer in short supply all over the country, the minister and his team have been meeting with farmers and other stakeholders on ways to increase yield and improve the sector. My colleague Kwekwa Sante was with him on a tour and our report.
The Agric Minister, Dr. Owusu Afriyie-Akoto's tour was dominated by issues of fertilizer supply, which is in sharp decline over the country. For the whole year, farmers lamented how the shortage is affecting their yield. But according to the minister, the shortage in supply is due to COVID-19, which has affected global supply of the commodity.
We don't produce fertilizer in Ghana. The places that produce fertilizer in Europe and in America have been badly hit by the COVID because of the close downs and so on. In England, Yara, which is one of the biggest fertilizer companies in the world, is shutting down factories.
But even as the short supply of fertilizers impacted farmers, some in the Western North region in particular had to deal with more, as they were hit hard by poor quality seeds, which drastically reduced their yield, even as government hoped it can wean the country of foreign rice dependence. Henry Fojo is Western North Region Director of Agric.
A lot of farmers, about 625 farmers were affected. Total acreage that were involved were 670. That is 1,677 acres. You know, virtually they had nothing.
The bird flu outbreak was also high on the agenda of the minister, who announced compensation packages for farmers.
At the moment, I have a memo at Cabinet for seeking money for compensation to the farmers. So you better convey to them they shouldn't worry. I mean, this is my second experience. The first one when I was a member of parliament and the ranking member for Food, Agriculture and Cocoa Affairs in 2015, there was an outbreak. And we were in the forefront trying to force the government to give money for compensation. Now that I'm in charge, nobody can come and tell me.
The minister, in this phase of his tour, visited 5 regions, the Volta, Oti and Western North regions. The other regions were the Central and Western regions. The minister visited rice milling factories, cocoa processing factories, and made several stops to interact with farmers. The minister also met with traditional authorities and rallied their support for government's programs in the agric sector. But perhaps the biggest news from his tour was his call for a review of government subsidies in the sector, as he revealed close to 1 billion cedis had been expended on subsidies.
Apply improved seed. Instead of taking part of your seed, your crop, your grain and putting it somewhere and bringing it back every year to recycle that they've been doing their whole lives. If you get improved seed outside every year to plant and you apply the chemical fertilizer, you're going to get increased production. And really before we got into planting for food and jobs, the average yield of a farmer in Ghana was just 3-4 bags or 50 kilograms per acre. Now I've seen it. People are making 20, 30, 40 bags an acre. 20, 40 bags an acre. And the farmers of here in Volta region who are doing it right are getting those, not the 3 bags, 4 bags, but they're getting 10, 15, 20, 30 bags per acre. That's progress, that's transformation. So it's, the point is very clear that if, and don't forget, this subsidy is not there forever. It's only for a very small period. The government of Akufo-Addo is taking away from Ghanaian taxpayers, you and I, nearly 1 billion cedis to give a subsidy for the fertilizer and the seed. Nearly 1,950 million Ghana cedis last year, 2020. That's how much it cost the government. Otherwise, that 950 million should have been paid by the farmers.
The Agric Minister says he does not wish to be an office-sitting minister, but one that will continually tour all parts of the country to see firsthand the challenges of farmers and discuss how to deal with it. is expected to move to the northern part of the country later this year.